Hello, guys. Hope this is reaching you well. This is Ken from the Rug Detective Show coming back to you with another episode. So let's get straight to it as we do. No fluff, no nonsense, getting straight to the core and providing you with value as much as possible. If you haven't, please make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube, on Twitter. YouTube really helps with the algorithms. So the more you like, comment, subscribe, do everything, throw the kitchen sink. Do everything you can. We need to really grow this community and spread this word of love and value. Yes. Why? Because we need to feed our familia. So let's get straight to it. I'm going to answer a few questions or project recommendations from the Patreon group. So the last few days, I'm just trying to get through because there's been quite a few. So I want to just try and get through as much as possible. So I'm going to do about 2 or 3. And then the aim is to be able to do it every single day until I've kind of like broken down and achieved and I only have a few left, and we can really scale from there. So received the recommendation of project review from Chris. Hello, Chris. So he wanted to take a look at Matic Network with QuickSwap. So very interesting project, Matic Network. So what I normally do is I'll go to Twitter and then I'll type in Matic. Matic basically was a standalone, but they've actually rebranded to Polygon. So rebranded to Polygon, and they have a total new, a use case that's really focused on solving the issues that's occurring with Ethereum. So if you pull up this on Coindesk, essentially says Matic Network now Polygon as platform targets Ethereum's layer 2 struggles, right? So woes. So their aim is ultimately to build a layer 2 aggregator for sidechains, rollups, and even whole blockchains in a bid to fix Ethereum transaction limitations. So as we've if you've experienced, you've done at least one transaction within the last few months using for example, on Uniswap, you would have realized that their transaction fee is incredibly high. At the peak, I think one time a few days ago, I was literally charged $100 for a transaction. It does not make sense, and it minimizes the opportunity of adoption and growth, especially for people that only have $100, $200. There's no way that you can be able to get involved. Hence the reason why there's a massive transition that's taking place with projects like the Binance Smart Chain that's coming about, and so many other different, let's say, blockchains that are being built to be able to solve it. You've got PNG that's working on. You've got Avalanche. So there's so many different chains that's really trying to work and solve the issues that Ethereum's been facing. So what Matic's trying to do essentially is, rather than building out, they're trying to help Ethereum and creating their own ecosystem as such. So I'm going to put this link in the description so you can be able to go through it, but they're really working on something extremely interesting. And here it says Ethereum's fees pushing layer 2 solutions. So the rebrand and a new roadmap comes at a time of increased stress on the Ethereum network. Obviously the huge gas fees that's taking place, and the transaction fee broke above $20 per transfer for the first time ever last week. I don't know when this was actually dated. So this is dated February the 9th, 2021. So basically turned to various forms of rollups like ZKR and OR. So rollups are throughput technology for verifying transactions off-chain that are then republished on-chain. So really the ultimate aim for that, what they're trying to solve, is to decrease that congestion that's occurring on-chain and hopefully inevitably increase the transaction speed and hopefully then decrease the costs. So anyway, they're doing something extremely interesting in this space. And what I also like to do is I like to go to their website. I like to go on Twitter to take a look at the interactions that's happening. So you can clearly see here from a gentleman, Trevor, basically said Bridge now transactions are basically free on there and experience feeless staking soon. So people believe that with staking opportunities that you will not be able to pay for the fees. So they're really just trying to solve this inherent issue that's taking place. And if you take a look right now at their share price, you've seen, due to the transition that's occurring, they literally were just moving steadily, literally in a range from about 2 cents essentially. And now from, when was this, December? So late November, early December, you started to see a move in the upward direction. So it's literally done a 10x in a couple of months. And I actually don't see this stopping. It has a market cap of about 1 billion. So where I actually see this is, what's interesting is it's not just with Polygon what they're trying to solve, but also they have QuickSwap. So QuickSwap is the next gen layer 2 DEX, and this is to trade at lightning fast speeds with near zero gas fees. So this ultimately will be like the Uniswap for Polygon. Yes. So you got Ethereum, you have Matic, right? Matic Polygon. Then you have Uniswap. Then you have here QuickSwap. So this is what they're trying to solve. So it'd be good to be able to find out more to see. So we don't like high gas fees, but we couldn't just wait for Godot built on OX Polygon, onboard direct to Polygon with transact and trade with almost zero fees. So they're essentially, so we take a look, let's find out what's happening here. This link's going to the interface essentially. They're actually building an exchange. So not building, they've actually built, but they're iterating and executing, delivering code and improving the UI. But one thing they wanted to really ensure is the UI is something that's similar to what we already recognize. And that's what I'm really seeing with a lot of these different networks like PNG, Avalanche, QuickSwap. And they're all having the same type interface. It was extremely interesting. So a lot of people don't actually even know that this exchange actually exists. But yes, we are seeing a nice move to the upside in the price. And I do believe this will not abate. There'll be a continued movement to the upside. As long as Ethereum really struggles with the issues on when they're really going to come out with this layer 2, this could be in 6 months. It could be in a year. It could be in 2 years. We don't know. But in the meantime, you are seeing nimble startups, seeing opportunities, innovating at incredible speed, and literally just eating everyone's lunch. Yes. So this is the same scenario that's happening here. This is a project really to look out for. This is not something I would really get into at these highs. We've seen a massive pump of a 10x. I would like to see some form of retracement to an interesting level before continued move to the upside. And then also what I'll do is I'll take a look at the roadmap. So anyone, people interested, take a look at the roadmap of what QuickSwap have in place. Take a look at the roadmap of Polygon. See what the next stages are. See the collaborations taking place. Find out how they're going to continue to iterate to ensure that the growth does not slow down. So as you see here, 13 hours ago, big news. After careful deliberation, we've launched Transact integration, allowing users to buy crypto straight from their credit or debit card on QuickSwap. Did you hear that? See, Uniswap does not do that. Yes. So they're enabling. So what they're essentially doing is they're ensuring that it's lightning fast speed, near zero gas fees, and also allowing individuals that have a debit card or credit card who may have $100 or $200 to be able to fund. So what you're essentially saying in this scenario is that they're basically building their own on-ramp where you don't actually have to use we would then need to find out if it's just only going to be a situation where you're using a credit card. Can you actually withdraw? Because if they can have that functionality, and I need to find out, then what's going to happen with the Coinbases of the world? What's going to happen? But don't get me wrong, the decentralized exchanges will always exist, yes. But what they're doing is they're trying to provide a functionality to say, listen, we can have something that's phenomenal, and then we can be able to enable you to have this on-ramp from fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat. So phenomenal growth, absolutely fantastic project. Chris, I've heard a lot about it. I've just been extremely busy looking at other projects, and obviously certain projects like this is more mid-cap of some sort, but I do believe this could be a tier 2 right now, but could really get to level where it could really start competing in terms of market cap of people like, so even if you go to CoinMarketCap, we can see Ethereum literally has circulating market cap. Wow, that's incredible. 888, phenomenal. So you can actually see 169 billion market cap, Cardano at 38 billion, Binance 36 billion. So even at that pace, there is a long way to go to be able to compete with 160, what is it? So it's a 1 billion. So really, it's still extremely undervalued, So this will be something really to keep your eyes on, or even in a situation to start drip feeding and nibbling onto any dip. And what I mean by that, if there's any retracement in the price, that you're just gradually putting some small, allocating some funds to it. Do your own research, but this is something I would really be interested in looking at, find out more. I'm going to do some research about the roadmap. I'm actually going to reach out to the founders, maybe get them get an AMA with them, find out more, have this direct communication, because as always, what we do here at the Rug Detective Show, part of the community, part of the group, we want to have direct communication to the management, to the CEO, to devs. We want to have the intuition. We want to know that they are really looking after the community. They have a long-term objective, what they're trying to achieve. And if we really believe in what they're trying to do, then we will jump in and we will support the cause. Yes. So anyway, that's that. Very extremely positive. Going to be keep a lookout, and I'm going to arrange some meetings there. Bam. So next one is, let's go to, we've got a long list here. Let's go to Adamus. Adamus, hope I pronounced your name correctly. SOTA, S-O-T-A, S-O-T-A. So what I'll basically do here, I'll just type in S-O-T-A, SOTA. So what I'll do here basically is I like to see next play SOTA NFT P2P marketplace and is functional. Let me just go back here so people fully understand. Next play SOTA NFT, huge market, growing trend. Yes, there's a lot of people outside the space that's talking about it. They're saying it's saturated and it's extremely competitive, but we are starting to see some interesting models within this avenue, within this specific space. So functional, we are really interested in products that actually have some form of functionality or utility. Two things: either a product that actually has a functionality and they're really innovating, or a team that has experience of building a previous or existing project that has done phenomenal, yes, with little to no capital. So those are the two things I look at, and if you take a look at the Rug Detective Checklist, you can get this for free, by the way, for the free one. We have a Patreon group as well, so if you want to get the paid one, we give heads up in terms of trading opportunities, rankings, projects of the month. We're doing a risk management course. We're doing a security course as well this month, just to let everyone know. Within the Patreon group, rankings, we've already done 2 recommendations. Well, 2 projects I'm actually putting my own money into. So not financial advice. Do your own research, as they say. So this is what we're looking at there. But this is interesting. So now what I'll basically do is, you see the information. It seems that they're listed already. That's fine. And then I want to just take a look at price points. Generally, I like to first and foremost really look at the product, understand more about the product to see what's going on here. So we'll see here, it's been trading to the upside, and then it's pulled the test of the high of 70 cents. And then we've got support base about 26 cents. So it's pulled back. We've got a market cap of 3 million. What's the total trading volume here? Market cap. And then we have circulating supply, 12 million, 100 million supply, full diluted 26 million. Okay, so it seems, so let's find out more. SOTA Finance, farm NFT market activity, frequently asked questions. I quite like this site actually. It's quite clean. The color coordination in terms of synergy is quite nice. It's in your face. Farm NFT for collector, for creator, stake SOTA tokens to earn. One thing I must say is that I think a lot of these NFT type projects are looking at companies such as Doki, Azuki, Japanese. They already have their machines. They're absolutely flying. I did a recommendation about that also in my Patreon group about this project. So I see that they seem to be personally the leaders in the space right now. They're innovating. They have phenomenal collabs now with some well-known players, influencers. So I think there's a tier below that where we're starting to see such as the SOTAs and so on and so forth. So let's just see here how this works. So they seem to have like a marketplace, enable easy creation and transaction of limited digital content editions. Okay. Secured with blockchain to mass users. Fine. Top market, popular market. Let's go to popular market. So you see what I'm doing? Normally with projects that are even listed, that have raised capital, hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever, millions, they don't even have a tangible, they don't even have a viable utility. As I revert back to the checklist, I always say that I'm really interested in products that have something on the testnet, MVP on a mainnet, or a live product. And you can clearly see with this specific project, they have something, it's tangible. They have various NFTs that they're selling. So here's 9 USD. You've got the link, you've got on sales 13 of 15, view proof of authenticity. So you can be able to view it on the Binance Smart Chain. You can see the collection name, contract ID, creators, blockchain, full blockchain. See, very clean, to the point, concise. Tell you, listen, we actually have that. Not only do we have a product that's a utility that's functional, but we actually have creators, we have people utilizing the marketplace. Marketplace is extremely difficult to grow. You really need to have deep pockets unless you have a strong following and you create something that's really unique to really drive that awareness. And it seems here, obviously we'd have to do more research. It seems that they're really trying to build that. But what I would really see that there will be a consolidation in this space sooner or later, where the big projects that have deep pockets will start acquiring some of the smaller, the new, the early projects that have something they can have as an add-on to complement what they're currently offering, if that makes sense. Yes. So these type of projects, really love, great idea. And what I'm going to really do is I'm going to take a look at their roadmap. I'll take a look top weekly artist. I'll then pop along to their Telegram channel, just really have a conversation with the founder to understand what's their long-term aspirations, their direction. Are they really in this long-term? Because a lot of projects will just build something a couple of months and they just die out. So what I think I do see is that they're really having something. So they've got brand, they've got other, and what you have is, you can see that the demographic or the target market in terms of the product base is essentially less than what, $100, would you say, right? So they're not really looking at the higher end, they're looking at the lower end. So this is cool, right? So this is something that we'll be really looking at. Okay, so fantastic recommendations, guys. Okay, so we're just going to do 2 today. I hope this is really interesting. I hope how I'm structuring this whole reviews in a way, just really for the Patreon, just to really compliment and see what you're really looking at. So which is absolutely phenomenal. I'll give my feedback in the group. And then what we'll also do, we'll do the proper in-depth reviews where we cover through the checklist. So that's it, guys. Please make sure you like, follow, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Have a fantastic rest of the day, evening, wherever you are in this world. I really hope that once this whole pandemic situation, obviously the vaccine, whatever the situation, when things start to decline and then everything opens in terms of traveling, we are going to do a crypto tour. We're going to do a Rug Detectives tour. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, yes? We're going to do a tour in every continent. So I want everyone to be prepared. We're going to blow off the roofs, and by that time, everyone's going to be happy. And we're really going to be just having some amazing fun. We're here to really educate, to entertain. We want people to enjoy this whole process, okay? Because why? Life is too short. So anyway, lots of love, and I'll be back to you very soon. Bye-bye.